Greetings everyone, thank you for clicking on me. And this episode is going to be different, same as all the episodes on Tuesdays. They're not going to be the regular Cresbow Techie Talk where I go over all the technology news that's happened lately. They're going to be a different kind of video, because on my old YouTube channel, I wouldn't just always do technology stuff, I'd do a wide array of stuff. So that's what Tuesday's episodes are now going to be. For our first episode of the new Tuesday episodes, I'm going to be showing you how to make yourself a GoPro pole mount. So the first thing you'll need for this is some sort of a pole with a flat end just like that on it. Now, the best thing you could probably do is buy a 1-inch PVC pipe and just put a cap right on the end of it. This is actually from an old Rock Band game, the drum set kit, And what's great about this is that I can pop that and adjust it to any length I want. So if you got one of those, you're not using it, I'd recommend using this. Next thing that you're going to need is 2 kinds of hockey tape. Now, you don't actually need 2. The one that you're really going to need is this textured stuff, unless you have some sort of other kind of tape or a handle that you can put onto there. Their stuff that I got here is the smooth stuff that you use for, like, your socks and stuff. The other stuff, of course, is for your stick. The most important thing that you're going to need is, of course, your GoPro. This is the Hero 1, the original GoPro. Next up are these smaller pieces, which are your GoPro pieces. Actually, the first one is Crazy Glue, or some sort of other really good adhesive glue that is waterproof. Next, you'll need 1 flat GoPro sticky mount made by 3M. The reason that you need the flat one and not the curved one is because this one's flat and your surface is flat. Next is your curved mount right here. Now, it has to be curved so it can actually make it around the pole. The reason that you don't want your flat one is because it doesn't curve enough to get it over the pole, so you'll just be viewing the pole mostly. The 2 bolts that you're going to need for this are your longer one and your shorter one. You can use 2 long ones, but you cannot use 2 short ones. Another thing that you'll need that I almost forgot to mention is this right here. It's this little GoPro extender thingy. On one end it's got 2 prongs, the other side it's got 3. First thing that you're going to need to do is, of course, open up your Crazy Glue. Let's get that out of there, set your stuff to the side. I'm actually going to open that up right there, set it down. Grab your GoPro sticky mount. Peel off the adhesive. I have no fingernails, so this is not easy. Just give me a second. There we go. Okay, so you're going to peel your adhesive mount. Now, this thing isn't going to be covering your entire end of your pole here, if you can see there. It's not going to be covering it, so just sort of put your Crazy Glue around the middle area, which is what I'll do now. This one you actually have to push in, and it puts a dot of glue on there. It says to put 4 dots, but I'm going to go a little more than that. How you feel on the bottom. There we go. Okay, so now that I've got my Crazy Glue on there, I'm just going to want to put that right down onto my mount. Just like that, right down onto my pole. Push that down. Now I'm going to let that set, and I'll be back in a minute. So I've now let that sit for about 2 hours. It says to let it wait for at least 16, but I don't really want to wait that long, so if this breaks, I have another mount to use. So to put this together, it's pretty straightforward. You take your 2 and 3 prong sides, take your 3, stick it onto your GoPro, take your longer bolt. Now I'm just going to be doing this finger tight. If I were actually to do it, I'd use the screw, and I'll actually screw it in there. Bam, just like that. Next, take your curved mount and stick it onto, whoops, wrong way, stick it onto your pole mount, just like that. Stick it down this way, it really doesn't matter, but that's just so it can sit up there very nicely. Next, this part I can for some reason never do first try. Take this mount here and pop it onto the 3 on this one here. You actually have to do this from the back side, I believe, because I've never been able to get that on there from that side. Just give me a minute. There we go. That goes on there just like that. Screw this in here. Line up your holes, of course. Screw that in. Once again, just doing that finger tight. There you go. You have a GoPro pole mount. So all I'm going to do next is take this sort of smooth hockey tape, and I'm going to wrap most of this just to give it a smoother finish. then we take this rough stuff and make a bit better of a handle, because that's really smooth and will slip. So I'll be right back when I've got that done. So here is our final product. Our GoPro pole mount. All done. Completed. Bam. It actually looks pretty good. Kind of like the metal a little better on it. But this is much grippier. It'll be a lot more efficient. I like it better from an ergonomic standpoint. Anyways, that's the end of this video. That's how you make your own GoPro pole mount. Thank you for watching. Please follow, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Go watch my other episodes. Check out my channel page. And that is all. Goodbye till next time. This is Cresbow Techie Talk.